This event begins and ends with the community. It begins with the loss the community felt, and it ends with the recovery of commerce to the community. On the very first day, we had multiple folks in the community that were first responders, people that are first responders for the city, the county, the state, and at the federal level. And they all came together in this very space to form our unified command. We set out some principles and priorities for us to follow. And the number one thing that we started with was to do search and rescue for potential survivors and victims. And then we wanted to ensure that we protected the port and Maryland from any potential threats. And in that case, we had how do we bring commerce to the Port of Baltimore? And then the fourth line of effort, sir, was really how do we support the investigation? And that's really how do we ensure we're collaborating with them, sir, so that the investigation does not interfere with salvage operations, and salvage operations do not interfere with the investigation. Over the top of all that, sir, is our number one priority, and that was safety of the public and safety of the first responders. Sir, on the restoration of commerce to the Port of Baltimore, there are three major efforts. The first of those is to clear the federal channel. That's located right here, and General Lloyd will brief you on that in just a second. The second part of that is we want to remove the ship, sir, and that'll be the second thing we do. And then the third thing is we want to continue to clear the bridge debris from the waterway, sir. In addition to that, as part of our efforts to restore commerce, we have opened 2 alternate channels. Those are smaller draft vessels, tugs and barges, and combined with the Trade Point facility, that's going to equate to about 15% of commerce that had moved through the port previously is now reopened, sir. And so there's a channel to the north, just under the first standing span on that side, that's an 11-foot draft, and there's a channel to the south, and that's a 14-foot draft. And again, those are for smaller tugs and barges to come in and out of the port. And then our plan is to continually, as we get sections of the bridge removed and waterways open, to continue to open either alternate channels or put in place restrictions so that we can continue to increase the amount of commerce that can flow in and out of the port at those stages, sir. So now I'd like to turn it over to General Lloyd, sir.
Yes, sir. Sir, I'm Brigadier General John Lloyd. I command the North Atlantic Division for the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. You gave us the priority to open the federal channel. Sir, honored to serve, absolutely. You gave us the priority to open the federal channel again and get the Port of Baltimore operational. What I can tell you, sir, is I am extremely confident we are going to make that happen.